Hi everybody, this is Vicki or Mama V out here on YouTube coming at you with my week 12 post VSG update. So here's my stats. I am 46 years old. I am 5 foot 7 inches tall, and I started this journey last August of 2016 at a weight of 395. That's my highest weight. Day of surgery, which was March 13th, 2017, I was 366, and I had surgery with Dr. Grover and the bariatric team at Gundersen Health System in Crosse, Wisconsin. This week, when I got on the scale, I was 318.8. So, I'm happy with where things are right now. That's almost 50 pounds down since surgery, and almost 80 pounds down since last summer, which is amazing. Last time that I came at you with a video, I was a bit of a hot mess. I was all up in my head. And that was after having gone to my bariatric support group meeting with other patients at the hospital in the Crosse, and I was feeling extremely alone, like I was kind of a freak of nature with all of this because of my non-issues that I'm having, and my it doesn't matter what I try to eat. I'm not having any kind of dumping or anything like that, which I said in my video is a blessing and a curse at the same time. I needed a kick in the pants to kind of pull myself out of that funk, and I got it. And that's one of the reasons that I am so thankful for this YouTube community out here, because you all help to keep things grounded and real. I cannot stress it enough that you have to surround yourself with people who understand and who get this journey. And it's good. I mean, it's great if you've got the support group, support system, like right in your hometown or whatever. But I am extremely thankful for this extended community that there is out here, because the perspectives are so much more enhanced. You get people from all over the place, the world, really, and there is bound to be somebody who is dealing with things on a similar level to you. And I cannot express what that does to your psyche, to your morale. I look at this journey. This is my issue. I had nobody to blame but myself for me being in the position that I was a year ago. But you know what? Even with all of the mind games and the serious roller coaster that the emotions take you on, I would not go back a year ago health-wise. I am so much better than what I was. I'm much more healthy, and for that I am very thankful that I've been able to finally get this procedure done. My kind of wins that I've had here recently, I'm sorry, it is the pine pollen around here is very high today. We have a gazillion and one pine trees in this area. My nose is just driving me nuts. But anyway, I've had some kind of little victories here recently that I am clinging onto and feeling very accomplished with. One of them is this past weekend, I actually contributed to the house. We were outside doing yard work and stuff, and the majority of taking care of the yard has recently fallen on my husband and my kids. And with my daughter's work schedule and everything, that means mainly my husband and my son. But this past weekend, I was able to push mow about a quarter of our backyard. Now, we don't have like acres and acres of greenery in our yard or anything, but it's not just a small little city thing either. It's a decent sized backyard. Comes down a hill and whatever. So I was I was feeling really good that I was able to do that. The other thing that I am starting to be able to do is, since last summer when I hurt my knees, I had to basically give up going up and down the basement stairs. We have very steep, very narrow stairs into the basement, and of course that's where the washer and dryer is. And I just couldn't maneuver them because my knees were killing me, and I was afraid I was gonna fall down these 20 or so very steep, narrow stairs. And this past weekend, I was able to do laundry without having to wait for someone to be home. And you have no idea what that does for me as a mom, to be able to not have to rely on the rest of the house. And when I'm fully capable of doing this stuff, and like this past year of me not being able to do that, it's drawn on me. And I'm very glad that I can start to do that again, because I can start to take care of the stuff that I'm supposed to be taking care of. So those are my little wins, and I'm going to hold on to them for right now and just kind of appreciate as things go from here. What I have learned over since putting up my last video and feeling like I was completely abnormal and the hot mess that I was, is there's an inner child that lives inside of this brain of mine that I have to every day squash. And I'm going to call it my little daily demon cleansing, because it's a little voice that some days is so loud that I can't turn it off. And what I'm finding that I need to do is I have to hold on to the things that I can see and that I can visualize that I'm able to do, that this little voice is telling me you have no business doing because you're too fat for it. You're too big. What makes you think that you can do that? You're going to be an embarrassment, that kind of stuff. And how dare you think that you're going to be able to fit in with anyone else, which is completely ridiculous. And I swear there should be some sort of a study done for how exactly does that voice even begin. You know, I know, there's some big psychology stuff going on, because I totally can remember being like 3 and 4 years old and having my grandma and my mom completely losing it on me as a little girl for asking for a second helping of something. It doesn't even matter what it was, but I can completely see. And my grandma was very, very petite, very tiny, very critical woman. My mom was the only child, and as I have grown up, I have a lot of sympathy for her, because my grandma was not a nice person. She very much cared for her family, but she was not loving and nurturing at all. And so I wonder how much of all of my issues and stuff come from that woman figure, which is, I don't want to place blame on anybody at all, because I truly think that my mom and my dad did the best that they knew how with raising my brothers and I. And I cannot say that I had a bad childhood. My childhood was fairly normal. I've been a big kid my entire life, and I know as far back as I can remember being ridiculed for being the big girl and getting bullied all through grade school and everything else, and being laughed at and not being able to do the things, run as fast, whatever. So all of that, I think, feeds that inner child, that I have up in here. And like I said, there are days where she is stomping her feet and throwing a holy temper tantrum, because I slowly am gaining my voice. And I'm talking about like my adult voice. Like I can see that I have somewhere to go, and that I can be a contributing factor in this game of life. And that's part of the reason for doing this surgery, and part of the reason for taking the drastic measures that I have. Anyone who tries to say that this is a cop-out, it's a easy thing, has no idea. I would not say that this is easy at all, and I'm not even dealing with any issues with it. I can drink pretty much whatever I want to drink, however much I want to drink at a time. I am finding that it doesn't matter what I eat. I don't have any issues with it, which means that I have to be extremely mindful of what my choices are. When my nutritionist gave me the okay, hey, you could go ahead and try some pretzels, you could try some tortillas, you can, whatever. What I've chosen to do is, okay, yeah, I tried a couple of pretzels one night, and I didn't have any issue. Now, does that mean that I'm chowing down on every chip and pretzel and, whatever? No, absolutely not, because what I'm learning is that the foods that I need to be eating are like real foods. you can't survive on processed stuff, and you need to go, get your protein first, and then you can have some vegetables, and then you can have some fruit. And I am not on a regular basis at all introducing or reintroducing breads and pastas and rices and things like that into my lifestyle, because I mean, you think about it, just a little bit of any of that stuff, you leave it sit in a bowl with some water, and all it does is expand. And you look at the nutritional value and content of any of that stuff, and what is in there. There's not much value to giving your body energy and giving your body the fuel that you need to get through your day. So why choose that? It's kind of where I am. And this all plays into my daily thing of, I am not going to let that little voice win, and I am going to celebrate my victories and hold on to them. And that's part of why I'm doing this video vlog out here on YouTube, because I need to come back and say, look how far you've come. Like, I go back and I look at my first video from last summer that I posted, and I could see it totally in my face. And there are certain things, I mean, I've got clothes that are falling off of me that there's no way that I can even wear them right now. And I had the experience of, going into Goodwill. My son needed some shorts and stuff, and with my 14-year-old son, who is in a man's body, he's growing so quickly that I don't have the money to go out and buy him brand new wardrobe every couple months. So yeah, I shop at Goodwill, I shop at garage sales and things like that. And he told me, go try those capris on, and I did, and I was completely not expecting them to even be able to fit, and they did. And they're loose on me now, which is, it's good to see that progress, and it keeps you going. I am not even gonna try to put myself out here as being an expert, because I'm not. I am so in the trenches with everybody else. But this is a journey, and I am struggling each day just like everybody else. My journey is my journey, and what I am struggling through and dealing with are my issues. And I just want to say, take encouragement from where you can get it, and hold on to it, and celebrate the little things, because those are the things that will get you through when you are having a complete mental breakdown like I had the other day. And with that, yeah, this video has gotten quite long, so if you've made it this far, thanks so much. If you're new, please subscribe and come along with me on this journey. It's bound to get even more interesting as time goes by. For everyone who commented and reached out to me on my last video, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You all know how much you mean to me. I would not be able to do this without all of you. I hope everything is going well and you all are doing well. Keep your head up. We'll get through it. Hang in there and stay strong. Love y'all.